if she comes
Okay.
on.
Well, let's go. Are we going live now? I've hit it.
Going live now. So
Yeah.
11 quid. Sounds
Either 11 quid or 11.50, something crazy like that. Have a
It's
quick
a
look.
proper one.
Yeah.
Best of luck to her. I like her as well. That's awesome.
Hi Fiona, welcome.
Good evening. Hello.
11 quid.
Wow.
I'm still waiting for both of my Toshas to arrive, but they're coming from Europe, so they're taking a while. Hi Ron. Fiona looks like she's been on all of the channels on the YouTube. Well done.
It's a bit battered, isn't it? But
It is. But I mean,
it's
really,
real.
for the price. You're not going to twist.
It is real as well.
Yeah.
So how come she got it so cheap then?
Whether
For anyone who's wondering what we're talking about someone who got Kew Gardens for 11 quid.
You can tell the eye is 100% real. So that's the first telltale sign is the eye. And that eye is a genuine eye. Then you've got the neck pointing to the P. So that's 100% accurate. The crown looks right.
My initial glance is perfect. No one with that.
To be honest with you, that is 100% genuine.
Yeah.
That is a bargain and a half.
And I quite like the way the front is looking mintish. And it's actually looked like it's been in circulation.
Oh,
where did I get?
That's you.
Bless.
Good definition.
Oh, well done. I really like that person as well. I'm happy. So happy for them.
11 quid for a Kew Gardens one. You can tell it's not me, son.
And it's a genuine 2009 by the looks of it.
It is. However, it's not one of us.
No.
It is somebody who does watch our streams.
I got one for 50p.
And I'm not going to say who it is. They can say themselves. It's not up to us to do so. But yes, it was an absolute steal for £11 for a Kew Gardens.
I'm so glad for that person. Brilliant.
Was it like a blind auction or a charity thing? Or
I'm not quite sure. She did see it. What's that? I'm gonna be here not for long because the dragon is gone launch soon.
Gonna launch soon.
The dragon is gonna launch soon. And I want to see it live. No idea what the dragon is.
Dragon Ball Z?
No idea. Yeah, so a fellow person who comes in the chat won a queue for £11 and it was 100% legit.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking at that picture, it was, yeah.
Ron, I got 2 for a quid. Good for you, mate.
Yeah, I've been very lucky. I found one many moons ago.
I had to buy all of mine.
I have bought 2, but I found one. But we've all heard this story a few times. I've mentioned it a few times. But I know that obviously Dean found his live on stream with us. Yeah, so they are still out there, definitely. But yeah, that person has won one for 11 quid, mate. Fantastic. Best of luck to them. Absolutely made up for them, to be honest. Really nice.
Right.
So, anyway, it's been over a week since we've last been on, guys. I know we spoke a little bit in phone calls and whatever else, but just a quick catch up. So, what we all been doing?
As you can tell from me, I've been sunbathing mainly, reading my book.
I've been sunbathing.
In and out of the sun.
Yeah, Sue's been in and out of it. I've been avoiding it. As I do.
Dealing with a ponytail.
Oh yeah, it's the what's the Elon Musk billionaire's rocket going up into the space center.
Anyway, as you can see, Steve resembles a lobster. I'm looking rather on the brown side.
I'm still as usual.
I've got a bit of a red nose, that's about it.
I did catch
And
the sun a
Scott-
little bit away for a bike ride, but I don't care.
Scott has been what you call moon bathing,
Yeah, look, it's got dirty mark there.
avoiding the sun.
Can
You've
you?
got dirty mark.
I have caught the sun a little bit. Look, I'm a little bit pale there.
I don't like, just don't watch the left
Yeah,
there.
that's what it is. I don't
You got
watch.
a tan line on your neck, have you?
Yeah, I have bad looks. But I had one on my arm as well. It's funny though, I got burnt on the inside of my arm rather than the outside. It's why I was holding the handlebars, it must have been. But anyway,
Yeah, no,
I got sunstroke as well that day because my head was bald. And I just I got the sun through the helmet. You can see blotches.
two American astronauts are going to go into the space center, but it's the first time that they've been taken up by a commercial rocket. It's normally always been NASA. This is the first time it's not been a NASA rocket
Hello.
or a Russian rocket.
This thing wasn't in the rocket. One up, one out, and the other.
You're going to go to kiss you.
She's just spinning and gone out. She's
Oh.
to a kitchen.
So, what's everyone else been up to out there? Anyone done anything interesting?
Homeschooling until Friday.
Hi, Maria Arts and Wonders from Italy. Welcome, welcome.
Hello. Ah, what's wrong?
I apologize for my pronunciation of Maria. I'm probably totally wrong, but
What are you doing?
I think it's Maria.
It's smooth. I shaved it.
yeah, it probably is. Makes more sense than Maria, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think it's Maria.
Well, I had I put aftershave on after I had a shave there.
Yeah, it's on tiny day. It's not nice.
Thanks.
Actually, if it is Maria, that's quite a nice way of spelling it.
Yeah, it is a nice way, that.
Not much. Sitting enjoying the sun. Oh well, it looks like everyone's been doing what you two have been doing. Sunbathing.
Well,
Yeah.
to be fair, if you're in sunbathing in your back garden or in as Fiona put in a wee village, then you're being the model of social distancing, aren't you?
Exactly.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
However, one of yous could have actually took a 200 and whatever mile trip to come and visit us, and you wouldn't have gotten wrong. You could have just said you needed a babysitter.
Yeah, no, I couldn't. I'm not coming.
I'm not coming.
I'm not coming.
I don't think it's quite 200
Yeah.
miles, us, you know. I think
Sorry?
we're less than 200 miles. We're about 2 hours.
We could go then.
I emailed them today, Ron, in regards to Metro. I'm going to heckle them
Yeah.
tomorrow verbally.
Well, to drive from London to mine is obviously further than yours to mine.
Well, yeah.
So you could have gotten away with it.
It's definitely not far for me. It's
Come to visit
Find
us,
a
sit
little
in your garden,
loophole.
drive to your house for 2 hours, sit in your garden for 3 and drive back home for another 2.
No. Listen, what you could have done was, because your elderly parents are isolating, right? You can't rely on them for childcare. So Sue is poorly. Hi, Maria. You could technically work from home, but who is Sue and the kids? No, so you bundle them all in the car, and then you needed an eye test. So then you drive to the local beauty spot just to make sure that you can drive.
No, hang on. There's a fantastic thing. My mum does not often send me something which is decent, but she sent me this and I loved it. Let me find the bloody thing.
Also, I'm going to quickly put a picture up.
What's what?
I'm not of your penis again. We don't want to see it. Put it away.
Oh, man, I can't find it. You won't be able to see it.
Indeed wrong.
Uh,
It is indeed one rule for them and one rule for us.
What do you
we're
mean?
just
see it?
wrong with it, don't we?
Have a look at this. What do? Can someone, Hannah? How'd you put me on big screen?
Who's this coming downstairs?
What do people think that is?
Her arm.
Oh, you give it away
Oh,
too quick.
Oh,
Sorry,
I fell for that. I thought it
you
was the
just
bride
said.
at the bottom.
You just said, what is that?
His arm behind her.
My arm.
I fell for that. I actually thought it was the bride's bum. Clearly not. I'm obviously the only one that fell for it.
Exactly,
I
Ron.
can't find it now. It's someone had recreated a picture of Barnard Castle and the actual like the village sign of Barnard Castle, but underneath they photoshopped it to make it smaller and smaller and smaller, like an eye test. I thought that was brilliant.
Ooh. Okay.
Went to Barnard
It's my
side. Barnard, welcome to Barnard Castle. Castle.
Are you not using them?
It's just a whole load of rubbish.
So Steve was saying before we come up, or before you joined, Hannah, that he's been watching, is it Line of Duty again?
Yeah, I've been watching Line of Duty from the first season.
Yeah, I've seen that previously. As you and I went through and watched all the spooks recently.
Sorry, Scott, 2 seconds. Deb, you've been doing just housework. If you're bored of that, you can come down and do my housework. Just saying, I carry on spooks and all that.
Steve, apparently you burnt your head and it's glowing like a torch, according to Jim.
Yes, Bran, that is, mate.
Fiona would have to drive over 3 hours to get to Hannah.
It's like, no, that she said just to the border.
Can't
Oh,
tell.
Border's in Carlisle.
Yeah.
I thought
It
Steve
takes
was
me
doing
it's
a
only
bit
40
of
miles to get to Knaresborough from me, from North Yorkshire.
Steve, were you doing a TikTok? Ding, ding, ding.
Shut off the towns. Come on, burning like a torch.
We know you've been doing TikTok, Hannah.
No, Steve was just going. I was thinking, what's he doing? And you,
Jim, my all over town without having to show my white bits.
Steve, we don't want to see your white bits, mate. No.
Oh, sorry now.
I've got to ask a question, Hannah. How many people have you got on your TikTok now? That viral one.
none.
More than David Beckham.
Right.
I should have. Mum asked me the same question.
I have 1,095 followers.
And how many views on that video? See you a bit, baby. Love you.
I'm only following you on TikTok. I haven't looked on there for anything else.
I'm not even on TikTok.
305.6K.
5,600 people have viewed that video.
And 12.1K like.
It's still not quite as viral as but that's fantastic. That really, that's a lot more than I would do.
This is just in the lockdown.
Yeah, there's a lot of people doing TikTok, isn't there? I've personally been watching. Well, that's the last couple of days.
I haven't been doing TikTok. I've been mainly doing crack.
H to the road, Steve.
And LSD.
I was laughing at the fact what Sue's comment was to that, but
I can only imagine. I don't want to know.
You know I love you.
anyway.
I'm going upstairs now. Not love you as much as love Hannah now.
We up there.
Did you hear that, Hannah?
Someone's too happy.
Hannah more than she loves Steve, apparently.
All right.
What?
Apparently, Sue loves you more than she loves Steve.
Sue loves me more than what she loves Steve.
Oh, Sue!
I don't know, but the tumult right there, conversations and everything going on in there. Right. Sue loves me more than she loves Steve.
That's what she said.
Right. Of course.
Is that girl power?
Tiny little nibble.
Who's crack, Steve? That's what Sue was chatting about, Steve.
Yeah, no, I just said I was up at the crack of dawn. So
Did you say, Dawn, get off my face?
exactly.
That's wrong. You know, I shouldn't have just come out with that comment. I apologise.
These are rotten.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, back to normal. I've been watching Most Haunted again, like I used to watch many moons ago. And also, they've been doing live streams like we do, but they do it on their YouTube channel, obviously not like, but they get thousands upon thousands of viewers. I've had my name mentioned about 5 times now. Scott Coins, a few times I've had it mentioned, which is quite funny because but they only read the super chats. I don't tend to read the other ones. You have to pay for them to say your name. So I have done a few times, which is quite fun, just because I like Carl. I think he's awesome. It's not so much Yvette. I used to like Yvette watching the show, but the husband reminds me of you, Steve, and me, but not so much more you. He's dirty-minded, mate. He's just
fine, that's fine. Yeah.
And then when him and Yvette are together, it's like me and Sue when we're together having the banter with each other. I like that. Or when we have a little bit now and again with Hannah, etc. It just reminds me of that. It's good. It's just they're just genuine, normal, everyday people by the looks of it, and they don't treat themselves as celebrities, even though they are. I've been really enjoying it.
I'm the same. I don't treat myself as a celebrity. So.
Well, yeah.
I'm very modest.
You are. You are, Steve. Very, very modest.
Yeah.
So, I've been enjoying that. It's been good. Little Ollie agrees.
Steve, there's a message for you.
You see that? Sunday, obviously, when I would have put the tracking info on or marked the dispatch, but obviously Sunday you can't post things. Monday was,
and then it was bank holiday Monday.
Obviously, it was posted yesterday, Tuesday. It should be with you tomorrow. All going well?
Well, to be fair, I had something posted from Westminster last Wednesday, I think it was, Wednesday or Thursday, and that only arrived today. So bank holiday and COVID is having a mess on lots of posts, isn't it?
Yeah, because of the anything on Saturday, Sunday, and bank holiday Monday means it won't get posted till go out of the sacks of the post office and on Tuesday. But my local post office is inside of McColl's, so I post it in McColl's over that period of time, and it goes into the post sack. So that as soon as the post office is open, the very first time the postie comes in to collect the sacks or whatever, the stuff I posted over the course of these days is the first thing that goes out of the place. So it should be with you tomorrow, so no problem at all.
I was going to say, if not, at least by the end of the week.
Tomorrow isn't tomorrow's Thursday. I'm losing track of the days again.
Yeah, well, it's easy during the lockdown.
Well, I'm working though.
But during the first kind of couple of weeks of the lockdown, it was literally a case of what day is it? Because it'll just
now
merge.
every day is just rolling into one, and it's sort of like, what's the day?
It is kind of more.
Did the old clap for carers to remind me to put out my recycling and my dustbin? Because I know clap for carers is when I need to put out my recycling and my dustbin.
Yes,
so really handy that.
On about putting the dustbin out. I know that my dustbin gets emptied on a Wednesday. Anyway, last Wednesday, I'm toddling up to put my bin out, and I'm thinking, why is everybody's bin empty? Obviously, I've missed the bin then, because I thought it was Tuesday.
Nah, not because of that, because you're dopey.
Yeah, that as well, Steve.
A dizzy Doris.
Yeah, I should have still been blonde.
No, you shouldn't. I've seen the picture. Stay brunette. Blonde didn't work. All right?
No.
Well, just a tip. People pay for my sort of tips and my fashion and lifestyle advice. I won't charge you.
Have you seen Ron's comment? The lockdown is over around here. Well, you'd seem it like it anyway. Everyone's out and about again.
See, that's naughty, Ron. There shouldn't be.
Well, in my area is Weston-super-Mare. That's in Somerset, and that's the only hospital which is shut in the country because of COVID. And their beaches are thronging with people because Weston, for some daft reason, we call it Weston-super-Mud, not Super-Mare, because there's 2 tons of mud before you get to the sea. But that's thronging. You get loads of people from the Midlands all kind of inhabit those beaches every time it turns to summer. And they don't know whether it's the people in the hospital passing it on to people in the hospital, or whether it's the staff taking it into the hospital and passing it on to the people, or whether it's anything down to the seasonal visitation on the beaches. So it's chaos right now at that hospital.
Actually, no, we've got one in Darlington. There's a school and a hospital shut its doors. Do you believe it's in Darlington? But I know there's definitely a school who was actually open for the key workers that's now shut. It's like, no, because a child is tested positive. So they've just shut the school down. So even the key workers have no childcare. So, no, the police are actually saying, Ron, that everything is out of their control.
Well, the lockdown, to a large degree, has kind of finished in regards to social distancing should be maintained, but a lot of the legislation was only temporary legislation, and I don't think it can be used in the vast majority of cases, which is a bit of a toothless tiger, but that's normally what they give us.
You see, my point, my problem is I keep seeing lots of different things. So, for example, you hear what the government say, and then you can actually see it.
If your eyes closed, Scott, you won't see lots of different things, guaranteed.
Well, no, I get that, mate, but if
you hear lots of different things.
Well, you know what I mean. So, for example, you got doctors and professors that are all, biochemists, etc., and saying that these viruses aren't actually. It's better to actually catch it than it is to not catch it, because obviously you're going
to die from it.
Well, they say. Well, no, of course, but what they're saying is a lot of people aren't dying from it. It's stopping the immune system and this and the other. And then you got like the government is saying stay 2 meters apart, which I totally get, and I've been doing that, as we all know. I haven't actually hardly left the house apart from to go shopping, which is supposed to the chemist. But then you get people that do abuse it. So it is very, very difficult, totally difficult on what people are saying and what people are doing. I can understand why people got confused, like Hannah's video kind of pointed out, or that.
Yes, but no, but yes, but no, but yes.
So that kind of points out the fact that what Boris was saying, and as we all know,
to be quite honest,
Boris, I think he's fantastic. And,
I think a lot of it is using your own common sense.
It is,
and a lot of people
don't have
that.
Yeah. And Ron's pointed out there, street party, 300 people, and 18 cops kind of turned up, and someone got stabbed. And 18 cops probably emptied the entire policing district for 10 square miles. You don't have hardly any bugger on duty. That's the simple fact of life.
So for the ones that really needed the police force,
because they were too busy at a party with 300 people.
And then they'll say the police are a waste of time, blah, 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 blah. Hang on a minute. How's about you stay indoors, you behave yourself, and then do you know what? They'll not be stretching the resources, and the resources will be there to deal with what they should be dealing with.
Could be worse. We could be in Minnesota.
Yeah, I know that. Fiona's comment there, it's sad to see so many people out who are out and about like nothing's happened, and still early days for a lot of places. I think not been out myself about 9 weeks. We've only literally been out to get shopping or as a medication and things. I don't think Hannah's really been out that much because obviously she was one of the people that received that letter. So it is kind of worrying. And, but I've got as I say, it's going to be very, very difficult to reopen up the country because they are worried about people getting it, but then you listen to other people that are saying they should be opening up the country, and then you've got Scotland doing their thing, you've got Ireland doing their, and it's totally confusing. Do you know what I mean? So I as I say, I 100% back Boris Johnson. I feel sorry for the guy. He's having a lot of people call him for something that's out of his control. And this is just my opinion, of course. We're entitled to have our own opinion of it. People may not agree, but that's their choice. But it is very confusing. Absolutely 100% confusing of what to do and what not to do.
It really works because of devolved government. Boris is the UK Prime Minister. He should have made everything that came from Downing Street should have affected the UK as a whole, and devolved governments and and any other minister for Ireland or Wales wind their necks in, do what you're told from government. There, this is central. You want to have your little devolved power, but don't hold back on going along with our decisions for 4 or 5 days just so you could be shown to be flexing your muscles. That's ridiculous. How can you be the government of the UK and do a cohesive kind of strategy for the UK when he's got devolved government ministers saying we're going to do it slightly different? We're going to do it this way with around 6 people gathered together. We're people are locked.
We haven't actually got any coins. We are obviously where I am anyway. The banks are still only open sort of like very, very skeleton hours. So no joy for me. Steve has just
started to heck up the bank again.
Just sent an email off to where he gets his from.
My banks have only just opened
back up again.
Yeah, my banks have reopened, but unfortunately they only open between the hours of 10 and 2. And I'm at work between those hours, so I've got no way of going. So I've got no chance of getting cash home. Eventually, we will get back to it, as we all know, and we'll start collecting for the book again. But at this point, unfortunately, coin-wise, we can't do a lot, as it may be. Although other people still be managing to get coins. We know that there's a few channels out there that are still getting coins.
I just thought you said we can't be doing a lot, and we can't, but there are a few things we can do. We can still talk about and share coins to some degree, can't we?
A lot of business people, business can get coins that I definitely can't.
Do you want the full screen, Steve? Do you want the full screen?
Give me a second. I'm just getting these coins in order so that they'll be able to see them properly. I don't think I've sold out of any of them yet. I might have. Okay, maybe I have. Oh, I've got some of them, not all of them. This is the Isle of Man victory set. There's Churchill with a V. Then on the I we have looks like Remembrance kind of flag. Yeah, exactly what they all are. This is Spitfires over at St Paul's. That's the O. Sorry, my C and T have already sold out of all of them. I got ordered more recently. There's an R, which is like I think that's a street party-ish one. And there's a family gathering back together with the Y. Not the best clear picture, is it? It's too shiny.
How many sets of those have you got, Stevie?
I ordered 3 sets of them. I've got them listed as individual coins on eBay, but I've sold all of the C's, T's, C's, T's, and some of the other ones quite quickly. I've just managed to secure from the person I got these from another 4 sets I paid for today. Be arriving hopefully in the next few days.
I still haven't ordered them, and I'm still in 2 minds. I was the same with the Rupert coins. I still haven't ordered them either.
I haven't even touched the Rupert. I know Ron's a big fan of Rupert Bear. I just don't like that Rupert Bear.
No, I'm not a fan of Rupert.
I literally have only been doing the UK ones. I haven't been doing the territories, is what I'm trying to say. And obviously, technically, then they are territories coins, so I haven't bothered to get them. However, the more I see those victory coins, I have been tempted.
Oh, Steve, read
Right.
that.
I'm multitasking. Give me 1 second. Ron just said that again from the Isle of Man Post Office. I got them from eBay. IOM stamps and coins. So Isle of Man stamps and coins. But they also have an eBay site, and they had them on there at an attractive price. Plus, if you bought X amount of sets, you got 10% off, which is what I did. They've only got more than 10 still available. So you can buy them from Isle of Man stamps and coins on eBay at a good price. When I say a good price, I can buy them at that price and split them and sell them as individual coins and still make it a few quid, which is what I'm currently doing. It's got a link to get a Ruperts for 25 quid. I'll have that link. I'll buy the set for 25.
I don't know how much the Ruperts. How much are they from Westminster?
I don't know, but is there 6?
It's sold out anyway everywhere. I think my friend Carl has been waiting for her Ruperts for about 3-4 months. Lockdown, COVID's caused chaos with all kinds of coins. So yeah, she's been waiting.
That's like an unlimited set, isn't it?
Yeah, but I think it's June is going to be the next time that she's been told by Westminster June is the next time she's going to get hers.
Yeah, I know, but June's in a few days. But yeah, I can see them now. They're 31.25 plus £4 postage, and they expect to dispatch outstanding orders by the 9th of June. But that's what 31 plus 4, that's 35. So if you got a link for 10 quid cheaper on, I'll have that.
There you go, Ron. I don't think I'm going to be tempted. I'm really not interested in Rupert. However,
I'm only because my son's got Edward, and one of them's called Edward. I think that's the elephant. So if I can get those coins, I'll flog out on my eBay the other ones, but I'll keep the separate one for Edward.
I have no idea what any of them are called.
They're not
apart from
sold out
Rupert.
at Westminster. They still sell them on Westminster, but they haven't got any in stock, if that makes sense. So they're waiting for delivery, apparently.
They expect to dispatch them all within 2 weeks.
Yeah, my friend got an email saying they're not going to be ready till the 1st of June, which is this week.
9th of June now.
It's the 9th now, so it's been changed again. So yeah, it's a pain.
I don't know, Ron. If you did, I'll find it.
Ron's looking for the link now. I've got to ask a question because obviously I know you speak to Ron quite a lot, Steve. I know Ron likes the loads of the coins that you do, like the Hercules and this and the other. I don't know too much about Ron, so I'm going to be inquisitive now. Is Ron a coin? Is he just a collector like me and Hannah, or is he a seller like you, or?
I think Ron is a major league collector, as it were. Unless you tell me the difference. I don't think that he's a. I know people like Ian Bussey, A1 Coins. He's a seller. Was a seller, but now I'm become a collector. I've just started a new set of penguins, Sandwich Islands or something. Pobjoy Mint again has done another one, but they've already done the Falklands and the Antarctic territories. Now they're doing Sandwich Islands or something like that with a new set of penguins. Well, I can't resist penguins, can I? So,
yeah, Ron's just a collector like me and Hannah then.
Yeah.
But obviously he's doing the Hercules like you are, which is obviously the most sought after £2 coin at the minute.
Yeah, well, I've decided now to go down to one set. I didn't manage to get any of the coins 8 and 9, and to try and get a hold of them, I've managed to do a swap with some that Dean wanted, which I had. But rather than trying to buy what I need on the secondary markets to make up 2 full sets, I decided to stuff it. So I'm just going to concentrate on 1 full set, keeps it down. But
So
the penguins,
8 and 9 now.
Hmm?
They released 8 and 9 now, because last time we spoke, it was only up to 7.
yeah, no, 8 and 9's got released. I was on the website the second it launched. I was already on with my emails when it popped up, so I went straight on. But with their server errors, I never managed to get to a checkout stage, so I dipped out. Many others like Dean and Ron and Jack Martin were looking if they get them, but I was shafted. I didn't get a chance.
And he's still there.
I tried until they sold out.
So it's up to 9. So you're still waiting for 10, 11, and 12 to be released, basically.
Yeah.
But I mean, but you've got quite a few to swap, though, haven't you, to get those last 3 if needed, technically.
Yeah, but it's whether anyone needs those last 3. Certainly none of the people who are in our kind of collecting group need any of the last 3, the earlier ones, because they've already done them. All after the next set. But I just need to be lucky enough to get checked out at one stage. But I was fuming. I was there right from a millisecond, and for 10 minutes I was just getting server errors and having to refresh and go back and try and again and again until suddenly they were no longer available on the site. So I thought, you bastards, because it was their server errors.
Yeah, I had a similar.
God, Ron's got 32. I told you had a lot. Tell you Ron's a massive scale.
Well, if Ron's going to sell them on, then he's laughing.
Well, yeah, I reckon a full set of 12 would save people messing around, and I reckon a full set of 12 will be well in excess of 1,500.
It's frightening, isn't it? Because even the Tosha cat sells for ridiculous amounts of money, doesn't it?
I'm 2 on order and waiting for them to arrive. I want one to arrive this week before this £1 listing on eBay finishes, so I can get one up. I don't want to give them 10%. I don't mind giving them £1 final value for selling the Tosha, but I don't want to give them
Ron's
10%.
That's mate. So who actually? I've got to ask a question.
Yeah.
Who else is actually watching? There's 10 people viewing, according to the thing. I know that Laura's still there. Obviously, Ron's still there. You've got Fiona was obviously on earlier on. I'm presuming Fiona's still there. So who else is on? Who hasn't said hello yet? Just curious. I can never remember if that 11 is just
Well, who's there?
Facebook and YouTube.
Two seconds, Ron. I'll have a quick check. Well, actually, I can check on here quicker.
And if you've got
no,
it,
that's notification.
it.
Boom, 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 boom.
Oh, Lord.
You right there, Han?
Yeah. I'm just trying to... My phone's acting itself. Something went wrong. Please try again.
Sounds like Steve's error on their website has rubbed off on your phone now.
Yes.
So Fiona's still here watching on her TV and her phone. That's 2. That counts as 2. And Raftree's there as well. Hi there, Raftree. As we always do,
Cheers.
as we always do, we promote Raftree when he comes on. So for those that don't know, Raftree is the I think it's a gentleman, isn't it? But they're basically the one that does the coasters, the mats. Has Hannah got a mug? No, she's not at home. She's at her son's mug, which I haven't got to my hand, and keyrings, etc. So yeah, Raftree obviously does lots of mats and things, not just coins, obviously family pictures, whatever you want. But you know, we've done our coin designs.
Key rings, the list is endless.
So if anyone is interested, please feel free to pop over and obviously help out somebody that obviously comes on our stream, especially at the moment when I'm guessing that not a lot of people are looking for that kind of thing. So feel free, pop over and have a look. I also want to give Laura a quick shout out. Laura's still trying, bless her, to get up to 100 subs. So I know that she said before she was on 53 or something. So she's still trying to get to 100.
Yeah, we need to have a good quiz or coin sort or both, combination of, and get a lot of people on board. We've just kind of 10 or 11 viewers. I think everyone's probably already subscribed to you, Laura.
Yeah.
We need a joint for you.
So,
By the way, and then it hasn't got a £2 guide yet. They
yeah.
are available. And I'm going to take your tip, Hannah. When I reprint it, I've already changed my draft to incorporate your thing about the 2007 one. I've also put in a new picture in of the new Captain Cook coin because now I know what it looks like. But I'm going to take out one of the £2 in the title.
You mean the
I need
slate
to like that on eBay to have it all in all our figures. I don't need it on the actual book itself, do I? So.
Nope.
Steve?
However, you learn by your mistakes. So
Right.
onwards and upwards.
Are you talking about the slave one?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
I want to start doing some live streams soon. I'm going to do a competition. Maybe win a
There's my copy of Steve.
There you go. Raf Creasing is hoping to start doing live streams soon, where he is going to do a competition where you could win a queue. Details on their website.
Fantastic. Hannah, you'll have to enter that. You need a queue.
There's a queue of queues, Scott. Remember, queue of queues.
But you were the top of the list, and Shell was second. So yeah, and Steve, there's no point Steve going on it because he'd sell it.
I've got 4 queues.
Yeah,
I've still got 4 queues coming.
I'm not going to sell it. Yeah. Yeah, Steve.
It's like, however, he's
might
still
keep it.
entitled to enter. I would surmise.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Just on
But
the
I
off
can
chance
then
you might
raffle
win.
it. If I won it, I could then raffle it off for a good charity, couldn't I? Like the NHS.
Very true.
Yeah.
Very true. Very true. Yeah, there's
There's always a way of paying it forward.
Still a very, very good thing to be doing. I obviously wish you the best of luck with your streams, etc. If you do want to have a practice run and fancy joining us on one stream, please feel free. We'll obviously let you jump on and advertise yourself and quickly promote your channel at some point. If you'd like to join us on one of our streams, that's pretty cool. You know, you need to get Ron on one day as well, if he chooses to. But you know, so
I buy and sell a lot of the single metal cannons, Ron. I've got a few on eBay now, and I've got a couple spare, I think. The bimetallic ones, they are so pricey. I was looking again the Royal one, the 2007 that you were talking about. They had one on the coin cover. I bid on it yesterday, but I was outbid. But that's probably because I was not willing to pay more than 30 for it. But the bimetallic cannon, that's silly money. That's a couple £100 easy. Oh, that's cool.
yeah, so
Is that Ollie singing?
upstairs, yeah, it's my Ollie singing. Just ignore any noise from
They
upstairs.
were deal or no deal, so they could end up with a Kew Gardens, or they could end up with a Benjamin Bunny.
Yeah.
Oh well, why
I'm
not?
passing the Benjamin Bunny.
I'm wrong. Scott's bald.
So am I, Ron.
He's
Don't worry about
vegan,
it.
so it's all right, Ron.
It's fine. So am I.
See, and I'm just the thorn between
Yeah,
two
but-
roses. Before you didn't even see anything, Steve.
Well,
You pointed at me then.
everybody knows I'm the just one. So.
Hi, Judith.
Hi, Judith.
Evening.
I just have to pop out 1 second.
That's a new name for it. She's breaking wind in the distance. She hasn't gone anywhere. She's just breaking wind. She's clearing out the house. On the ground floor, they're all evacuating through the doors and windows. She'll come back looking a little bit flustered. Her hair may be slightly out of squiff.
So we nearly got it to be slightly shorter if we went our way. Oh dear.
Oh, cheers, Rafty. Much appreciated.
Yeah, well, for those that don't know, what happened earlier on was Steve. Well, you can probably remember Billy Joe kind of does what Steve tells her for some reason. We don't know why. For example, she bit Hannah's ear when Steve told her to. So earlier on, we nearly said to her to cut Hannah's hair, which would have been funny for us, but not so for Hannah. Bit mean, really. But, you know, I've got no hair. I can't really speak.
Well, I've never really considered St. Helena to be a territory per se. I've been there. I worked down the Falklands, so I used to stop off at Ascension Island for refueling. And most of our laundry staff and our Mount Pleasant Airport were from St. Helena. The coins, I've never really thought they were niche enough really for me to really consider. I never really thought most people, if they think of British territories, would jump at St. Helena. So I never particularly bothered. I don't think I have a single St. Helena coin. But obviously, as time goes by, I will probably be expanding the guide as people ask me to. So I may well look into the St. Helena territories and put them up. But right now, I'm trying to build up a bit more of my Gibraltar. You don't know whether you've seen those ones, but you probably have.
Well, let me put you
Christopher
up.
Columbus.
There you go, mate.
There's a Christopher Columbus £2 coins, single metal bunk. I've got 2 here now. I've got a couple more in the post to me. Those are quite affordable right now. I can only imagine that they will go up in time. As you can see with a lot of the Gibraltar coins, there's a big appetite for them, and the prices can soar. As in the bimetallic cannon, as a perfect example, and the Hercs that we're seeing now, and initially the breast cancer coin, and so on and so forth. So I think if you can find any Gibraltar £2 coin at an affordable price, it's a good investment of the future. Yeah, these ones are single metal one. Well, they're 92s, I think. Pretty sure they're 1992. Yeah, 1992 single metal. They are really good nick. Well, they're bunk. So, and those you can pick up for less than 20 quid. So I'm picking them up. I might put a few out on my website, but right now I'm just picking them up when I see them at a sensible-ish price, because I think that although they are 92 and you'd have thought if they're going to rock it, they'd have done it already, I think they will in due course, because I think territories is becoming a much more collectible area now. I think a lot of people are moving into territories away from the UK because the UK is just milking it. Yeah, I won't let the £2 from Pobjoy pass me by. Certainly not if it's from Gibraltar.
So, silly question, because I think I know the answer anyway. What is the rarest £2 coin? Is it the Tosha or is it one of the Hercules?
Well, Tosha, they've produced more than 1,750 Toshas. They've only made 1,750 of each of this release of the 12 Hercules coins. So
Right,
there's
so
no
not-
more than 1,750 worldwide. The first time they came out, which is selling for around the 150 to 200 mark, they made 7,500 of those, and they are already at that value. These ones are much, much rarer by far. So, yeah, these Hercs are a lot, well, rare. The Nemean Lion, I sold one for 180 for one of my friends. When I think I sold that last week. That is just one of the coins. The same amount of those as the same amount of all the other ones they released, and they normally sell for around 100-ish or 100 or thereabouts, or a little bit over on eBay right now. But some of these will no doubt take after the lion in due course, and they'll suddenly jump to minimum of 150 and so on and so forth, and the price will just go up.
Right, I'm going to lose connection for a minute because I'm going to go from Kieran's house to my house. So I'll be back.
Okay.
But the thing is, with the Hercs, you've got to be literally lucky as hell to be online to get them at face value. Well, you don't get them face value, but not the inflated price you see on eBay, but the cheaper price direct from the mint. You've got to be lucky as hell to get hold of any of them. And if you are collecting the set, you're going to pay to get 6, 7, and 8 if you got everything else, aren't you? So whoever's selling 6, 7, 8 will flog their coins. And because they flog quite quickly to someone who's filling in the gaps, the next person will put them on for 5 or 10 quid higher, and so on and so forth. So the price will just soar. Tosha, to me, is a more desirable coin because invariably, more often than not, you are getting it in some light circulation, and it is a coin that went out there, like the Northern Ireland Commonwealth Games in 2002. It's a coin which actually did the rounds and was in circulation. It's not a niche collector's coin like the Hercules is. None of the 1,750 Hercules coins will ever be spent as 2 quid. So to me, it's not quite the same. And if I was a collector of circulated coins and rare circulated coins, I would think Tosha is rarer than a Hercules. Simply because Tosha is more desirable for everyone's collection, whereas most people will ignore the Hercs, thinking, well, those have never gone into circulation, they never will, and that's like dead man's shoes to get hold of one.
So Ron just mentioned a coin there called the Cannon. So what's the Cannon? The
Cannon is it's in the guide that you've got. It's a
I haven't looked at the guide properly.
The single cannons, which I've got a few of on eBay right now, are nice single metal ones there from Gibraltar. These came out in 88 and then all the way through to 91 and 93. Actually, we had a gap with Christopher Columbus in 92. But then a little bit later, after they did the Hercules in the late 1990s and early 2000, they brought out in 2002 and 2003 a bimetallic cannon. The cannons are symbolic with Gibraltar full stop, because obviously that's a small way into the Adriatic Sea, and that's where everyone would then, it's a strategic point. So cannons on the rock face of Gibraltar were massive. These bimetallic ones in 2002, 2003, you won't find any of these cheaper than 350 quid.
Yeah, well, Ron's saying there 400 quid.
Yeah.
So
it's those things. It's like breast cancer coin. When that came out, that coin was going for over 100, 140, 150, and so on and so forth. Then all of a sudden they released a wodge more of them. It was supposedly just 1,000 for a specific kind of charity event, kind of the fair, from a stall, and then they released more, and then Westminster got hold of some and they released more. Now we reckon there's several thousand of them, and the price has dunked down to around a 30, 35, 40 as a result.
So all this, me asking you about £2 coins, there's 2 reasons why I'm doing this. Number 1, it means you know your stuff about £2 coins. Number 2, it'll republicise your guide for people that haven't got it already that are watching, or people that are watching in the future. It'll republicise the guide that you're selling. And number 3, I don't need to know anything about 50p's because I'm the oracle on them, so that's fine.
Yeah. No, we don't know the mintages, and that we believe some of the first Hercs went into circulation, because at the end of the day they came out over a period of several years and they made 7,500. They would have gone out direct to the island. Back in those days, they didn't have such a massive coin collecting community with the internet, not to the degree that we have now. So, some of those are not going to be they are going to be in circulated condition. But now with the coins and with the internet and with the world market, if they release a coin, it could be snapped up by anyone anywhere in a matter of minutes, like the new Hercules ones are. I still reckon a good coin to get hold of is the Gibraltar Games one. 2019 coin. They did design all of these from the 1 penny up. I've seen a picture of all the designs from the 1p all the way up to the £2 coin. Although it's now been confirmed by Gibraltar Stamps and whatever that the only coins that were produced, because they're now beginning to sell them in the pack of all of the games coins for 2019, is the 50p, £1 and £2. So the pictures I've seen of the smaller ones, which are quite nice and all similar designs, they never made at all. Or if they did, they only made them for trial pieces. You should make them as rare as Rocking Horse. But I still think that Ireland £2 coin is gold.
Ron's just made a comment there as well that all the expensive £2 coins are from Popjoy. And I've got to say, that's still the only website I've never actually been on.
Yeah, Ron, Popjoy's been a family mint for many, 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 many years. Tower Mint has taken over some production of ceremonial or commemorative coins. They took over in 2016 after beginning of 2017 for the Isle of Man. The last Popjoy Christmas 50p was the Christmas pudding 2016 Isle of Man. And then they haven't done a Christmas 50p since. Tower Mint now does their commemoratives. Popjoy does commemoratives across the planet, as it were. They go in and out of being vogue with certain governments or not. Hence, Isle of Man not longer losing them and using Tower Mint. All probably down to tendering how much you can make things for, and it all comes down to pennies at the end of the day. But Popjoy still produces a hell of a lot of coins, and they produce them as a family business. And you'll find, though, which is bizarre, that Popjoy will do the commemoratives for countries, but if they got like their definitive coins, these are quite often done by the Royal Mint.
For Popjoy?
No, Popjoy will do commemoratives, which is a smaller number for individual countries, etc. But if the country is doing a largest batch of their normal basic definitive coins, that minting process is normally done by the Royal Mint still.
I was going to say, I thought the Royal Mint done them for, is it 53 countries? 52, 53 countries?
And we do blanks for loads as well. So, yeah, no, the Gibraltar Games, the full set, which I saw a picture of, look lovely, and I would have got them simply because they look so nice. But it looks like the kind of the games coins pack now is comprising of just the 51 and £2. And bearing in mind it's halfway through 2020 nearly, and these are 2019 coins. I can't for 1 second think they're going to suddenly pull out any 1p, 5p, 10p, or 20p, etc. from out of the bag. I think we're stuck with what we've got, but that does include the 50p and the £2, so that's the main thing for me. And I prefer the penguins to have been from the Falklands again rather than the Sandwich Islands. I can't quite see why. I don't think they're inhabitants per se, not compared to the Falklands. Falklands have got colonies of penguins all over the blooming place. A lot more than the South Sandwich Islands. Whatever the type
of penguins I got, Steve?
Pardon?
Which set of penguins did I get?
2018 silver ones, the cubinickel plain ones. 2018 ones from the Falklands.
Is that the ones that I got, the 2018?
It's Antarctic territory.
What? A nice view on my top.
Falklands was 1718, then there was the British Antarctic territories in 19.
It's some ones that I got.
Yeah, these are the 18s.
Those ones.
I wasn't really into those. I think I just got them because they're so cheap at the time.
So what's the 19 ones then, Steve?
Oh, the colour again, like the ones I got in my albums.
All right.
The chin strap penguin.
They are different penguins on the 19, Hannah. Look,
No, the different penguins in each of them.
Oh yeah, I've seen them ones.
I've not seen the 20 set. The reason I was asking is because I think it was Judith just mentioned it before. Someone mentioned it.
No, Scott, the
Yeah.
set you shown there, that's a
Yeah.
rare set.
Oh, is it?
They only make 950 of those sets.
That's right. It's 90 quid someone wants for that on eBay.
Yeah. Well, they only made 950 sets. They made a lot of the color ones, 7,500, I think, of the color ones. They're Cupid nickel, but color. You could also buy some of the coins in, I think you could buy them in silver, but if you buy the Cupid nickel one and you can get the album that fits the coins in perfectly as well for about £5 as well from Pobjoy, then jobs are good. And I've got a couple of albums and 3 penguins. I'll do the same for all. I'll have one set for me, one set I'll sell complete, and I'll sell 5 individual penguins.
Is that the 2020 you're talking about?
Yeah. The 2018, I think it is where they did the error, where the designer decided with a rock hopper that they didn't really know the difference, so they just thought they looked up a picture of a rock hopper and then they did an engraving, created the coin, started printing it off, started sending it out, and then someone pointed out that this has got like a big color fill around it, meaning it's the northern rock hopper, and that's should be in the Arctic.
Judith's asking the 2020 worth buying.
Well, I buy them because I love penguins. I always keep a set for myself. I always list the set. The sets always go eventually. I'm in no major rush to get rid of them quick, but I love the penguins, and the coins are a thing about when you mess around with their VAT, which is always a pain in the butt. I think they work out they're being something like 15 quid each, but for a Cupid nickel color coin, that's a lot cheaper than the Royal Mint selling their Cupid nickel colored dinosaurs for. So, and the penguins. Well, penguins are on this planet right now, and they're beautiful, cute, and funny. Dinosaurs are extinct, not cute, not funny. And I wouldn't call them beautiful either. So I'm a little bit biased towards penguins, having worked down the Falklands for so long.
So is the 5 in the 2019 set?
There is,
yeah.
But it's 90 quid if you want to get that set on eBay at the minute.
No, because if you go on and if you go on to Pobjoy, you can buy the coloured version for 50 quid and then VAT.
Yeah, but that's the point. If you've got the 17 set or the 18 set, whichever set we've got, because obviously you've got the same set as me, didn't you? Where the set we've got is the normal coin without the colour on it. Now, I do agree, for example, in silverproof coin, the colour looks amazing. But on the normal 50p, I prefer it as a normal 50p. I don't want the colour on it. So to just get a normal one, it's a lot more expensive, apparently.
That's the first set. And actually, I've got a wrong rock hopper in there. I've got a northern. I should have the southern. Was he pulled out for some reason? That's the first one that they produced with all the big fills around it. Hang on. That's ridiculous. Right.
To it, Hannah.
That's the one they produced with all the fills, which is actually a northern rock hopper, not a southern rock hopper, which is why they sent out apology letters and then reproduced the coin. So that's the 2017 set. And that's the error coin, which when they first started hitting the rounds was selling for ridiculous dosh. That one is the headshots. That's the one that you've got in silver, Scott and Hannah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You got the Macaroni King Magellan or Magellanic or whatever it's called, Magellan down there anyway. Gentoo and Macaroni.
Now, I technically got that for free.
Well, that's a gorgeous set. And those were both Falklands. And then when they bought out the British Antarctic Territories, which was our set. And that's the set you just saw in silver. Cupid nickel, but without the colour on. The uncoloured version, they only made 950 sets of, which is why it goes for a lot more.
Makes sense. On the 2020 set?
The cases are lovely. I like the coins. I love penguins. So as soon as they brought out a new set of these penguins, I had to have them. But I recently bought flamingos for some daft reason. I'm not too sure why I did, but I like them. No,
I've got to ask a question then, Steve. Obviously, you like your penguins.
yeah.
You've got them all. Do you prefer them in colour or do you prefer them in, as you call it, Coopernickel? You're just a non-coloured. Which ones do you prefer?
I prefer them in colour, but with lots of other coins, I much prefer them in silver than or in plain. But these are the flamingos. These are
Why did you buy flamingos?
because I just looked at them and I just went from picture to picture on the website. I thought that's a massive wash of colour. I thought, oh, stuff it. So I had them. They made 2,500 sets of them, British Virgin Islands, but they were quite a good price, I thought, and I loved the coins. They're dollar coins, but they're nice. But I keep on looking at the turtles, and unfortunately, I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up buying a set of turtles within the next week.
Hannah's got a real turtle.
Oh, can anyone solve a quiz for me? Sorry, not a quiz. A mystery. We all know what this is.
Hold on, we need to enlarge you again.
All right, enlarge me. You can all recognise that.
No, what's that?
Oh, this is one that I can't know whether it's the right way around or not. I think that was the right way around. This is one of Captain Cook's.
Yeah, I was taking the mix thing, but carry on.
Yeah, all right. Well, I got
A load of them. Why?
all of these through the post. I never ordered them. I don't know who sent them to me.
Are you sure you weren't?
I haven't a thought of it.
Do you think someone wants you to stick a load of stickers on your coins?
Well, I'm going to use them for seeing my things when I post them out because they're quite handy and it looks quite a nice professional touch. But I'm just confused by hell because there's absolutely loads of the blooming things and I have no idea who sent it to me or whether it's by accident or whether someone is missing several hundred Captain Cook stickers.
Oh well.
I can only assume it's somebody from online who's obviously got our details and thought I might find them beneficial. I'm just trying to work out who the hell did it.
Watch Steve. I'll show you a proper one.
She's not going to get her 50 bits out again now, is she?
No, she's going to get a 50p coloured
We
one.
just that before we go live at the beginning. And this is why we look so ashen most of the time. No, I wasn't drunk either. I don't tend to get drunk ever.
It's quite a good idea, though, to put them down as stickers for envelopes.
Yeah, I was
Unique, isn't it?
seeing some of the stuff on the inside. Quite nice, but I just have no idea who's done it. Ah, look at that. I can see your turtle's head.
You can.
It was Madeline.
Was it? Oh, cheers, Madeline. I was confused to hell. I couldn't think where the hell they came from. Oh, thank you for that. Mystery solved. Yeah. There we go. We solved the mystery.
He's got his head out.
Steve.
He's not put his head out.
He's gorgeous.
No,
I can
he's
see his
not
head.
having.
I'm seriously thinking of getting one. That's a sort of pet you can go on holiday.
That actually looked quite rude.
But that's the only way you can actually get it.
Well, that's why I can see a turtle's head popping in.
Proper turtle's head. Sorry, mate. Do you want to go back to bed? Do you want to go back to bed, Tom? Oh, well.
Nice.
Spit that.
So how old is he in tortoise years?
Well, he's 3 in our years.
But they can live longer than us, can't they?
Yeah, we've lived for 100+ years.
I know the giant turtles, giant tortoises can live for like 150, 200 years.
That tortoise will still be going for orange kids. Oh, sorry, Judith. I know I couldn't help it.
Thank you, Madeline. Very kind of you.
Oh, I do miss belly laughs.
He can live from anything between 50 to 150 year. So it'll sort of be Ollie or Leah's kids that actually still have him.
Well, no, he could live from 3 to 100 years. You might run him over tomorrow in the car.
One, I
Just
don't
saying.
drive. One, I don't drive. 2, he'd have to get out the house first. 3.
Hannah, wash your hands.
Has your daughter got 2 small children on him?
Has got 2 small children on him?
Yeah. Is Sam and Ella on him?
No,
No? All right.
because these are going to get washed now. I'm just sitting down to tell you.
What's a musk turtle? Is a musk a kind of like a dirty smell back in the day?
There's different kinds. Oh, spice, mine is. No, mine's
I thought you used Winterline.
huh? Bleach means bleach.
Hannah, I've got to ask one very quick question. Does he eat pizza?
He's not a teenager.
Is that when it happens, when he's a teenager?
Yeah. Then
when
he mutates.
teenagers, well, I've got his teenage mutant.
Lessons.
He hasn't got his he hasn't been in ninja school yet, so he's not allowed.
Do you have a really elderly and educated rat in the garden?
Yes.
Well, he might be getting lessons. He might be learning to become a ninja.
However, my mother's not allowed in the garden. She's quarantined.
I thought you were going to say your in-laws have gone back home. Tiny one I got spin out stuff from under his show and he got scarred. Oh, when he gets scared. Stink pots.
Oh, dear.
Oh, he lives in water. Isn't that a terrapin? Not a tortoise. Oh, turtle, yeah.
He ate one of his goldfish.
Yeah.
So it's not a vegetarian.
Ron, have you got the turtle coins from Pobjoy then? Because I'm going to get them, I think. Because I think you can buy those in the album in a walnut, like I got my flamingos. And those turtles look really nice. In fact, Stuffy, whilst we're talking, I'm going to quickly nip onto Pobjoy and buy these turtles.
No, terrapins live in water, Steve.
Oh, there we go. This is in ocean territory, 2019 turtles, 50p, complete with album, 58.12.
The
Plus
terrapins stay in the water.
Unless you fish them out and make soup out of them.
When do these go?
They only arrived today, Cameron. Use the other one. What are you doing with that?
What is this? What is this?
Gin and orange?
And you've had these children?
No, I don't think so.
How does she know what it is?
Oh, no. Got a taste of the one that was drowned in lemonade down Kieran's.
This one's got a
70 quid.
no. There's this much gin in it. The rest is orange. Hi, kids.
Hi, grown up.
I was going to say hi, Grandma, but whatever.
Bye. Bye.
Well,
Are you saying bye, dude?
that is just shy of 70 quid, but that's
Everywhere in here?
Cameron, Kieran, what's he done?
Ron, I've just got my set. 69.74 or something when you add the VAT, but Yeah, stuff. I've got the flamingos. If I'm going to get flamingos, I've definitely got to get turtles. Turtles are nicer than flamingos.
Hannah, what on earth are you smelling? Are they bananas?
Well, it doesn't look like an apple, does it?
Bananas.
What have you been doing with those bananas?
I haven't been doing anything. He's just took them out the packet and he said, "Mum, they don't smell right."
They can't smell. They got their noses.
I think something to do with the packaging that they're in.
I won't stick my nose near to them as I checked them out for little baby spiders. Oh, a Brazilian wandering spider going up my nose.
Actually, I had one crawling on us yesterday and one crawling on us today. Spiders.
I think this year's been really bad for greenfly.
Yeah.
There's been loads of aphids in the garden.
If I know. I think it's just something to do with the pack, that the plastic that they were in.
Wasn't the film Arachnophobia based on bananas? Didn't they get out there and shoot bananas?
It's not. It's fine. You're not eating the fucking skin anyway.
Wait, TikTok it.
I don't like bananas.
TikTok it.
Yeah, don't mention spiders. I agree.
Mother, what?
Horrible
Yeah, I
things.
don't like tarantulas. I don't like many things. It's just
Horrible things.
in between, I don't like.
Banana.
I don't think I did one. I didn't know about that. Or if I did, I didn't have anything I wanted. I did get some of the HMS Erebus and some of the other ones.
Are you a mental child?
So maybe I got those ones.
No, you will not. 2 seconds left. Punch the oldest one.
Jim's looking at us saying he's looking at 3 primates. Yeah. How many orangutan? I've already said that. Just like an orangutan.
Oh, Steve, put it away.
Look at the colour. It was just shining out. Bronze God.
I'm telling you now for free, there's nowhere on this earth I am doing that.
I'm an Adonis.
Nowhere on this earth I would be lifting up my t-shirt for anyone.
I'm taking orangutan. What are you going to be? Back? Gorilla?
Me?
I hate kids,
I'm the Marshmallow Man.
especially ones that don't live at home.
She's got to be the chimpanzee, hasn't she? Let's be fair.
I'm either the Marshmallow Man or the Michelin Man. Take your pick.
Just eat the goddamn banana.
Don't let them near your mum. She might use them.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you, Fiona.
Don't bite it.
Fucking
Came back to Kenya in the army. That's it. Yeah, I said orangutan. You haven't said it yet, but I think 4 educated them.
Steve, this conversation these are having in here is right up your street because one's telling the other to deep throat bananas.
It could be worse. They could be suggesting to use a banana as a butt plug.
No.
Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Who's telling who to deep throat a banana? Because that's just wrong at every level.
Actually, chocolate bananas. Nice.
Man, just shut up.
No, nothing to do with Donald Trump, Washington, England. So,
Seriously?
yeah, again, it's terrible. Yeah, it's true. That's Zeus kid. And now she's doing awful things with bananas towards them. Yeah, it's horrific. It's around now. But oh, it looks like on mute. Be on mute. Sorry about that. Oh God.
Anybody want to swap houses?
You're scared to be
I'm thinking, Banana is quite up because it's a bit like.
If I was the
Yeah, that's why you're hiding in Tim's. You're
vagina, right?
That's what my kids allow.
I was sick of talking about you.
Right, I need to mute this. Seriously.
Oh God. It's a bit like watching Jeremy Kyle. It always makes you feel better about your own life. That was tight.
I wouldn't be surprised if she accidentally knocked the banana on the chair.
She's got her hands full with Billy Joe, hasn't she?
At the moment, yeah.
It's only going to get worse. She's going to get older.
I need a holiday by myself on a remote island.
No, back garden India is quite
I told
popular.
No, I'm not. Hang on, I need a holiday by myself.
Yeah,
I can't put this fucking quarantine any longer. Put it where, Cameron? Why do I want to put it there when it belongs over there? What? How can you sit there and use it, right?
A cigarette in her hand. She's been drinking some smoke.
Scott, you couldn't blame her as a crack pipe, could you? Let's be fair.
Are you finished?
Come on then.
He's finished now?
She would miss them. But target practice should be bang on after a while, and then she'll hit them every time. Missing them's only down to lack of practice.
I am. I told you to forget some child. Well, that's pretty good from here. I'm trying to get that off by then. Was there any cute swapping?
Pussy. They're calling us cultures.
Stop.
I'll get mini me then.
Just, right. Can you?
Oh, I just got hit in the nut.
Getting the rest of it?
Cameron and Hannah. Yes, Judith, Hannah did tell me.
We don't know how. We don't know the full story, Judith.
So, we were talking about it, to be honest. So we did. Yes, very made up for you. Absolutely brilliant. The first part of the whole story about your lucky buy, but we didn't mention your name because we didn't want to. It wasn't our place to. Well done.
Anybody want two grown-up children?
You've only got one guy.
Because the boys are kicking hell out of each other.
Hey, is Kieran there and Cameron there? So anyway, Judith won the coin then, Steve, on a raffle on Facebook.
Brilliant. Well done, Judith.
That's absolutely amazing.
We've all had the butchers of the photographs. 100% kosher coin by the looks of it.
It definitely is, but yeah, I was checking all the
nothing to
key points.
put any doubt.
Yeah. Who got a silver proof? pedophile Commonwealth £2 coin set the other day.
Pyford sound like a paedophile. You
I
notice
said
that?
Pyford, didn't I? I said Pedford. Oh, I don't know what I said. Who cares what I said?
I don't know what these things are on Facebook or how to enter them or whatever. But hi, Deb's back again.
Debs.
We've just been watching Chaos Ensue at Hannah's. You're used to that. We find it a novelty still. We enjoy it.
Oh dear.
Why?
So are both your songs there at the minute, Hannah?
What are you trying to grab?
Yeah. That'll be why he's trying to get rid of 2 adult kids. It's her sons. They're so Billy Joe's got it.
I got you.
There's your butter, Cameron.
Hope they're Judith.
Kieran!
I didn't know there were raffles and stuff on Facebook. I didn't think you're allowed to do raffles under the Gambling Act.
Oliver's Alexa from here. And he's saying, "I walk like an Egyptian by the bangles." He walked like an Egyptian by the bangles.
Sorry, I think it's going at the same time.
Right, are we about to finish, lady and gent?
You can try it.
An hour and a half in almost.
You try to grab something, you just
So try to keep yourself up.
I thought
It seems like it's your name from the season. Well, he's
you can't really wait for the
Right. Now they're arguing over fucking butter, man. For God's sake. I can't.
I'm glad man are grown up.
So are 2 of those.
But you wouldn't think so. Where is your? Well, that's all right. It's due any minute, then, isn't he? It's not your laptop, mate.
Oh, yeah, come on.
What? You should come down here. With two
Oi!
2 plastic beans.
Right, I'm just going to mute this mic a minute again. Sorry, but like I'm really going to kick off.
Well, I was going to say we're going to leave, but we'll leave a get off in the background.
So I don't think anybody's ever seen a kick off before anyway, have they? So?
Maybe once or twice.
It was a stare then. It's a trademark.
I mean, that's the one that's gone viral on TikTok.
Yeah. Class.
Right, I think we'll call it a day anyway. So thank you very much for tuning in, everybody. It's going to be goodbye from me. I'll say goodbye from Hannah because she's
goodbye from him.
And Steve's saying goodbye himself. Oh, there you go. She's waving at you. So,
flip side, peeps.
Congratulations, absolutely brilliant, and everybody else. Thanks very much again for tuning in. We'll see you again soon. Take care.
Take care.